Hi, I'm Alan Stokel, and over the next few minutes, I would like to show you the correct way of assisting a passenger in a wheelchair or other mobility issues with their transportation needs. We are pleased to be involved in an industry that every day helps seniors and people with disabilities with their mobility needs. We establish rapport with a friendly greeting and a smile. We always ask before we help, and we ask the rider, not the escort. They're the best person to tell you, and we always ask, how may I help you? For all riders in a wheelchair, make sure the passenger's feet are on the foot plates and that any loose clothing will not drag or get caught in the wheels. Make sure that the wheels are locked and lower the ramp, making sure that the lips are fully extended. Parking on a level spot clear of water, ice, or snow will help both you and your passenger. So, how may I help you today, Bobby?
A little bit of help getting into the van because I can't wheel myself in this chair.
Safely push the passenger up the ramp and position the chair for securement facing forwards with the wheels locked. If the passenger is in a transport chair, scooter, or using a walker, ask the client to transfer to one of the seats. Many transport chairs have no proper securement points and can pose a safety risk for passengers. One of the ways of telling if it is a transport chair is to check if it has all 4 small wheels. Always safely secure any assistive device, as they can be dangerous in a sudden stop or collision. At this point, you are ready to secure the wheelchair passenger. The J-hooks should be connected front and back with the belts not twisted, and the J-hooks connected on the metal frame parts closest to the seat on a solid frame. If the chair doesn't have connection points near the seat, then use the belt looping provided to secure the chair. Ideally, the restraints should be within 45 to 60 degree angles. Also, keep in mind that the front restraints are secured to the outside of the chair, making a V, while the rear restraints are secured inside the wheels of the chair in a straight line. After all 4 restraints have been attached, unlock the manual wheelchair and move it back and forth. This will tighten any slack and keep the chair firmly in place. Reapply the brakes on the chair. If the rider is using an electric wheelchair, ask the client to use the controls. You should never operate a client's motorized device. Once this is complete, you are ready to secure the passenger using the seatbelt assembly. Remember, regardless of any belts on the seat of a mobility device, it is mandatory to make sure that each passenger is properly secured with the vehicle's lap, belt, and shoulder belt. This technique for assisting passengers with seat belts is to keep from any unnecessary physical contact and not to get into their personal space. Many passengers can attach the belts themselves. If you are applying the belt, always ensure that it's the back of your hand that is facing the rider. Also remember that posture belts found on some wheelchairs are not seat belts and will not protect passengers in the event of a collision. Your aim is the safety of the rider and to follow the rules of the road. Try to explain at once, but if the passenger continues to insist, do not engage in an ongoing debate. In cases of conflicting information, always remember to contact your dispatcher before departure. And don't forget to complete an incident report. Once you have completed the boarding procedure, ask your passenger if they are comfortable and ready to go.
Now? Yeah, no
To
problem.
properly deboard your passenger, start by safely removing the seatbelt, making sure that when you do, it does not come in contact with other passengers. Roll passengers in wheelchairs down the ramp in the correct direction. Before you leave the passenger, make sure you check to see that they have taken all their possessions with them. You must accompany all passengers inside the first set of accessible doors to complete your run, and if this is a hand-to-hand run, you will have to get a signature before you leave. Always watch and remain on site until your passenger gets safely inside their destination. Remember, before leaving the customer, always ask if you can be of any further assistance and thank them. Is there anything else I can do for you, Bobby, today?
No, thank you. I'm okay. Thank you so much.
Following these steps will allow you to provide the very best in customer care, increase the number of compliments you receive, and reduce the possibility of complaints. But most of all, it will make your work much easier when you know you are always following the correct procedures. Thank you for watching this video.